Big John Reed. He loves the whitetail hunting, but I can tell you right now, he is really passionate about predator hunting. On this week's episode, John Reed goes to Nocona, Texas with the Noblies. Brad Sr. and Brad Jr., they know how to predator hunt, they know how to hog hunt, and John Reed, he's gonna have a heck of a time.
Condition, lights out, stomping all competition. My utmost to his highest, it gets no flyer. We set the mainframe on fire. Cold red, feel the lead from the pedal. I push to the metal, the dust never settles. F5 level, kick up the bass and the treble. Cause faith, that's a rebel. I can show you the devil. I blaze a trail like the rays from tail light. Sound shaking the ground like earthquakes and hail might. Someday I'll die, but not tonight. Excuse me while I light up the sky. Light up the sky.
Hey, well, y'all know John Reed. He's one of my best friends, you know. We've seen him on the show, and we're fighting over the deer. He's kind of my arch nemesis, but also one of my best friends at the same time. It's kind of a strange relationship. Scott and I love predator hunting, but there's no one that loves it more than John Reed and Kirk McKendry, of course, but he's in Pennsylvania. So we're trying to find somebody here somewhat local. That's when Brad Jr. and Brad Sr. come in Nocona, Texas.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit jealous though, because I guess he took my place as far as being able to go to Nocona and hunt with the Noblies. Last time I was there, I shot a great coyote, and then later that night, about 2 a.m., I shot one of my biggest hogs ever, especially with a rifle. It was a beast. Brad Sr. and Brad Jr., they know how to predator hunt. They have beautiful open agricultural fields and cut hay fields. There's a lot of ground to cover, so having the elevated position with a high rack on the truck is ideal for this situation. I think it's going to work out for them. You know, where John and the Noblies are going to be hunting first, actually where they're going to get set up for the night, is right on the Red River. Let me tell you, it is some kind of beautiful. The Red River is huge. I've seen it in person in Nocona during the day, but this is where they're going to set up for the first set of the night. And it's a lot of agricultural fields over there and some big cut hay fields. So it's a lot of ground for them to cover, but it could work out for them.
Yep. Right there.
What's your guess right there? What, 180?
I bet it's around 150.
Well, you got to give him 180, man. You got to stretch it a little bit, right? This is a good-looking dog. Really fluffy out here in this cold weather. Bradley here put the whoop on him. He first time a little far back, and he just wanted to make it a little more difficult, I think, for the second shot. He hit him right behind the shoulder on the second one on the run. Took him down on the spot.
Every time I talk about or I look at this footage from Nocona, I get really jealous. Last year when I was there, I shot one of my biggest hogs ever at night with the lights, but also we had a crazy experience with these coyotes in an open wheat field, jump on these two hay bales to get a better look at these geese that they're trying to creep up on.
Oh, yeah, I see ya.
Okay, here he goes.
Awesome, dude. How you like that? That's sweet.
After that crazy encounter with the coyotes, we shoot a couple of hogs early in the night, and then about 2 in the morning,
There he is, there he is. He rolled. He's down.
Dude, that was a big one, I think.
That was a big one.
We got him. Hey,
Oh,
I
he's a
appreciate the
guy.
follow-up shots. I think we shot him 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
That was a tough sucker.
he took
I
him
shot
like a champ.
Did I shoot him in the face or right under the chin?
right
I
up-
was right
right
on
in the
him.
neck,
Okay,
yep.
right in the neck, and man, he took that. And you made a great shot after that. I saw that, and he kept going.
Yeah.
You got at least
He was
another shot
soaking
on
him up.
Push him up. God, look at that thing. Whew. That's what happened.
That's
Hey,
a hog.
you said, Scott, that first shot looked perfect. But what I did, I shot him, I had his head, and I shot him right through,
Right in the mouth.
through, and went all the way through. And that just made him mad, I think. That's why I said, if I take that first shot, he was looking right at us. And I did. I said, please back me up, and you did. I'm telling you, we shot him 4 times. For real.
Yeah, we did. That is a cow.
you know, John and the Nobleys decided that they had probably hunted this spot long enough, so they were going to go ahead and get out of there, go to the next set that they had picked out earlier. You know, hopefully they can get another coyote or something else, who knows?
that.
That's a good cat.
Look at that cat right there.
Big one.
I still can't believe how he jumped up on that log for us. I need a scale to weigh this cat.
Well, John got that bobcat in the nick of time. Right after that, the weather turned south, the wind started picking up, and the problem with that is, if the wind's bad, you can't hear the call. If you can't hear the call, they're not going to see anything. Well, their night was pretty much over after that.
You know, John Reed did have a good time in Nocona. It's always great to hunt with the Noblies, but it didn't really go as planned. They got the coyote, they got the bobcat, but he was hoping to be able to put some more fur down actually. But, you know, sometimes you can have a great hunting season and sometimes a hunting season is a little bit off. That's how this year's been for John Reed. Last year he shot one of the biggest bucks on the lease. This year he hadn't seen anything hardly. He's headed to Llano now to see if he can hopefully put a buck down.
I just had what every bow hunter hates to have happen. And it's one of the sickest feelings that I don't even know what to think about. But I made a really, really bad shot on the buck just now. I know I hit him far back. Pretty sure it was a gut shot. It's been an hour now since I took the shot, and I just wanted to, I didn't even want to talk to the camera, just to be as quiet as I could to give him time to settle down. And I'm just going to go by the rule now that when in doubt, back out, because I got a lot of doubt right now.
All I know is John needs to give this buck time. He's one of the best shots with a bow and arrow that Chad and I know. We've been through so many shot scenarios, so many situations. It can happen to anybody, but I guarantee you John Reed knows what to do. He knows that he needs to back out and give this buck time. If he gives this buck enough time, he will find him.
Well, after a long sleepless night, we came back out here to come look for him, and actually drove right up to him. When we got here, the birds were already on him. He had only gone maybe 100 yards. The old rule of when in doubt, back out just applied. I made a really bad shot on him. I was way too far back. So we went back to camp, snuck back to camp, and just left him alone. It was in the low 40s last night. I thought he'd be fine, and I just hoped that the other critters wouldn't find him before we did this morning, but unfortunately that was the case. Awesome buck, 6.5 years old, mature, the perfect deer to take off of this place.
It's like a tale of two seasons. Last year he shot the biggest buck on the whole ranch, had an unbelievable season. This year he's had nothing but bad luck, but he's not the kind to give up, so he stayed with it, he stayed focused. John Reed shot a great bobcat in Nocona, and then at the very end he was able to get a buck and recover it.
You know, one of the things that we can pass on to our kids that's such an amazing legacy is our love of the outdoors. All of us that live the outdoor lifestyle, watch hunting shows and go to the field every day that we can, we love it. And it's become such an amazing part of our life. And when we pass that on to our kids, it's a blessing to them as well. I got a 28-year-old son now, and I took him ever since he was 7 years old. He loves it as much as I do. Now I got a grandson, and we're passing that on to him as well. It's an amazing thing, and I pray that you're doing that with your family. But you know, there's a bigger question. It got me to thinking one day when I saw how my kids love the outdoors, what am I passing on to them that will really last? Because a love of the outdoors and a love of hunting is great for this life. But the question is, what about the next? What are we leaving to our children? What are we passing on to our children that will last beyond this lifetime? I was so blessed. I had a father that taught me to love two things. He taught me to love the outdoors, and he taught me a deep love for God. I am so eternally grateful for that. He gave me two of the greatest gifts that I could have ever been given. And I have 2 children and a grandson now, and I want to make sure that I'm passing on to them something that will not just benefit and bless them in this life, but something that is so incredibly important for the next. So I want to ask you, what are you passing on to your kids that will really last beyond this lifetime? If you'd like to know more about a personal relationship with God through His Son, Jesus Christ, just go to elusivewildlife.com, click on that Moment of Truth tab.